Update 4 days before my son's wedding. I was supposed to have an MRI today to determine whether I could safely receive an epidural steroid injection um, on Thursday, something that I've been waiting for, hoping it would let me sit, stand, and simply be there for one of the most important days in our family's life. But instead, we were told that the pre authorization for the MRI had been denied by our insurance. Why? Because the insurance claimed I needed 6 weeks of physical therapy uh, first. Now, if you've been following me, this is despite the fact that I've already been in physical therapy for about 2 months, maybe a little more. So, this was wrong. And that goes through that insurance. They have that record. Thankfully, the incredible team at Dr. Humphrey's office at Tanner Clinic, especially his PA, Greg Rasmussen, stepped in. Greg went this morning directly on a peer-to-peer call with the insurance company, and he managed through much negotiation get the denial overturned. But by then, my appointment at Tanner Clinic Radiology for the MRI had already been given to someone else. So, this meant we had to seek accommodation at a different provider. We contacted Reyes Radiology, and after several minutes on the phone, where they indicated that they might not be able to do this in time, they somehow found a way to fit me in tomorrow morning, but they needed an x-ray stat today to determine the exact location of my Inspire device to make sure that the MRI was safe. While I was being called back for that x-ray, my wife is still on the hold with the insurance because we needed that pre-authorization provider changed to Reyes. The insurance company initially tried to tell us, no, this would take days to happen. And we explained that that was unacceptable, especially in light of what has happened, and asked them to find a solution. Now, to their credit, they did. While we were still on the road to the X-ray, they called Dr. Humphrey's office to make the change verbally, and confirmed it before we arrived. It was the right thing to do, and I appreciate this customer service rep who did what they could for us under pressure in this case. And I'm grateful for that. That said, this was, by my estimation, at least the 12th call to the insurance over the course of the last 5 to 6 months over denials, payment issues, and inconsistent guidance. Every call brings a completely different answer about a problem, a different explanation, a different policy interpretation. I had the representative today make a note that from this point forward, and we should have been doing this always, but from this point forward, we will be recording every interaction. Not because we're angry, even though we are a little bit, but because we're exhausted. It has become clear that either the training is inconsistent or the internal systems structure is too difficult to navigate, or both. And at some point, this stops being frustrating and starts being harmful. So that that rep has made a note that we will be doing this, and we will be keeping that full documentation of all future correspondence, not not to stir up drama, but in case the, we need to make a formal complaint or complaints with the right institutions, government institutions. These patterns matter, not just for me, but for anyone out there who doesn't have the energy, the advocacy, or sheer hours it takes just to fight through the maze that they created around our healthcare that we rightfully deserve. And through all of this, I want to say something loudly and clearly. Tanner Clinic has stood by us. They have consistently stepped up to help us when we have needed it, to help us navigate a system that seems to be engineered to say no until you push hard enough for a yes. Yes, Tanner Clinic has taken time out of already packed schedules that they are using to care for other patients and us as well, and made calls on our behalf and moved mountains so that I could try, just try, to feel well enough to stand by my son on his wedding day so that I could be there for him. That matters. It means everything. This post is not meant to attack, but to shed some light. The system is flawed. Accessing the care that we pay for shouldn't require this kind of perseverance. And yet, here we are. If if you've gone through something like this, you're not alone. And if you haven't yet, I hope you never have to go through this yourself. This is once again my idiot self, uh, very tired and very frustrated, and grateful that I've managed to make it this far, and hope that nothing else comes up to stop this. I I have 2 days left before I can get this epidural. I needed this win today, and it doesn't feel like a win because of how exhausted I am. This should not be this hard. Uh, Please share your own experiences in the comments, if you will. I would appreciate uh, knowing that this is not falling on deaf ears. Thank you.